Welcome back to another blockbuster production. Down below, I have just spotted our lead actor, a Hyundai tractor. It looks like a Hyundai Xcient, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, it is casually dragging an absolutely massive crane behind it. Wow. Now I am going to head over to the hairpin curve to give you a front row seat to review this mechanical beast. Wow, that is one ridiculously oversized crane on the back. All right, I will move to the rear to keep the cameras rolling for you. Here we go. Our star driver has made it up here. Who knows what the actual payload and weight of this crane is? Probably over 300,000 pounds. But seeing a Hyundai Xcient pull off a stunt like this is pure cinematic glory. Today is actually my first time running into this specific rig. Oh, the driver is waving at the camera like a true A-list celebrity. He looks absolutely thrilled. Let us see if this beast can actually make the climb. Wow, and just like an action hero, the truck swiftly conquers this curve. Now it is going to push toward the next locations, all the way up to the summit. After that, we will be riding the brakes for the thrilling downhill descent. And here we are. The truck has officially reached the summit curve. Crossing this point means our driver has wrapped up the uphill act. Now begins a brand new sequel, the downhill plunge. The lighting here is heavily backlit, so our cinematography is looking a little dark today. The mountain pass is like a ghost set today, totally deserted. Honestly, this is probably my second time crossing paths with this driver in this exact truck. It has been quite a while, probably half a year since our last encounter. The truck is now hitting the very first downhill curve on the huge side of the Hyundai Pass. The driver is swinging incredibly wide to make this turn. He has to steer all the way to the opposite side to make sure this massive rig gets down in one piece. Almost there. Oh boy, look at that trailer. It is leaning so far over, it looks ready to roll right off the mountain. But our hero smoothly navigates the curve, safe and sound. Now I will head down to catch the next action sequence of curves. Down this stretch, there is a broken down vehicle playing the role of a roadblock. Two massive trucks are having to squeeze past each other right here. All right, he made it through. The truck continues its journey down to the next set of curves. This is famously one of the most brutal sections to navigate. The angle of the curve and the steep incline are just absurdly twisted. That is an absolute monster of a crane. If any heavy machinery experts out there know exactly how many hundreds of thousands of pounds this thing weighs, drop a comment below and enlighten the rest of the audience. The driver is taking it extremely carefully, creeping along slow and steady down the next slope. Once he clears this section, he will be staring down the barrel of a notorious hairpin curve. Here it is. The truck is rolling into the next series of turns. And this right here is the first turn of what we call the three-tier curve. The driver has to conquer this, and then immediately below it is another one. And let me tell you, that lower curve is even more vicious than this one. The weather is absolutely gorgeous today though, almost like a green screen backdrop. The truck has made it halfway through this curve. My heart is practically pounding out of my chest watching this. All right, he survived that segment. Now let us move on to the next scene. The driver is preparing to hug the next curve. Ladies and gentlemen, this is known as the death curve of the high van pass. Wow, what a spectacular performance. Just like that, the truck has conquered this brutal curve. Let us give a round of applause to the driver. He keeps moving down to the next set of twists.
The scenery is stunning today. Right now, the driver is tackling an 8% grade. This is the steepest drop on the whole mountain. This slope is incredibly harsh and absolutely treacherous. This exact spot is basically a graveyard, where plenty of other trucks have met their doom. These drivers are truly brave and made of steel. From here down to the base of the mountain, there are only about 4 miles left. And yes, there are still a few more dramatic curves waiting for us. The truck keeps rolling toward the next challenge. This is another wonderfully twisted section of the road. If another vehicle happened to be coming up from below right now, someone would easily get completely stuck right here. The truck just slowly, painstakingly creeps down to the lower curves. And here is another gorgeous cinematic shot. A road wrapping right along the coastline, looking absolutely majestic. Just a few more curves and the driver will wrap up this downhill mission. Just this section and one final curve at the bottom of the pass. A beautifully sweeping curved road surrounded by pine forests on both sides. Now I will head down to the final stretch at the base of the pass on the Lang Co side to film the concluding scene of this downhill adventure. And here we are, the final curve. Once he clears this, the driver wraps up the entire downhill journey. This is the base of the pass in Lang Co, Hue. The driver is about to finish this curve, officially completing his mission to conquer the Hyundai Pass. Wow, the truck is almost completely out of this section. Look at how beautiful the sky and clouds are over there. And I suppose this is where I will call cut and stop the cameras. I will catch you all in the next blockbuster. If you thought this video was entertaining, leave a like, share it, and do not forget to smash that subscribe button to support the production. For now, goodbye and see you next time. Bye-bye.